Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Monday, June 15th. Man, June's going by quick. Hope you had a great weekend. We'll just go ahead and get right after it for today. I think it's going to be hot this week, so be sure to bring in plenty of water or drink plenty of water if you're not even in here. We had a good week last week, so let's pick up where we left off. The warm-up for today, we're going to do dynamic range of motion, and then we're going to do 3 rounds of 5 inchworms, and then 10 scapula pull-ups. That's where you're going to be hanging from your bar. Squeeze your shoulder blades and relax. Squeeze your shoulder blades and relax. For those at home that may not have a pull-up bar, we're going to do 10 scap push-ups. The same idea here. Squeeze your shoulder blades, push back up instead of those scap pull-ups. I had to wear my microphone here for this one because my corded microphone went out. So bear with me. And then 15 air squats. 3 rounds. Once we get done with that, we're going to move right into our strength work for the day. We're going to do some pause front squats. How this is going to go, you're going to have your rack. You can use a rack today. We're going to go every minute and a half for 10 sets. So that's for 15 total minutes. You're going to try to add weight each set to your comfort. So what that means for you. Start light, work up. It is a pause front squat today. So in the bottom of the squat, you're going to hold it for 3 seconds. It's not too long of a time. We'll take it out of the rack, come down, 1, 2, 3, and then back up. I like pauses. I like tempos because it keeps our overall weight constrained, especially during this time while we're trying to ramp it back up. 3 seconds is not a whole lot of time in the bottom, but it's enough to kind of wear you out where you can't really push overall maximal weight. Again, every minute and a half for 10 rounds, 3-second pause at the bottom. For those with minimal equipment, meaning no barbell, maybe you have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you do have some options with this. We're going to do 5 tempo goblet squats every 1.5 minutes. So 5 tempo goblet squats. 3 seconds down, a 3-second pause, 3 seconds up, and then a 3-second pause. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you have 2 dumbbells or 2 kettlebells, you can use that. I like 2 dumbbells better than 2 kettlebells. It'd be a little bit harder to hold a front rack with your kettlebells. Go ahead and use 2 dumbbells if you want to mimic that front rack motion. If you just have 1, a goblet squat works perfectly for this. No equipment. Guys, y'all get the fun one today. Grab a wall. We're going to do the same thing every minute and a half for 10 rounds. Do a wall sit. I explained last time we did these that you want to sit on a wall. Imagine there's a wall behind me. I'm just using the box to demo this. You're not going to use a box. You're sitting on the wall where your legs are about at parallel. So for here, that's going to be a little bit higher. You really want to put some tension on it. Get a little bit lower than parallel, just slightly lower. Not super low, just a little bit lower to kind of get some burn going on while you do that. 30-second hold, and you're going to follow that up with 10 squat jumps. So once you come out of the hold, come down, boom, 2, 3, and so on. That'll just get you moving. It'll get some, maybe a little bit of lactic acid building up. It's kind of the goal here for those with no equipment. Once we're done with that, we do have a 4-time workout. It is 2 rounds for time, so guess what that means for you? The reps are going to be a little bit higher. We're going to start out with 15 pull-ups. For those that are proficient in pull-ups, maybe have done them over quarantine, feel free to go ahead and hit chest-to-bars in place of that. 20 single dumbbell front rack lunges. If I have a dumbbell, I'm going to hold it here, front rack lunge, right there. If you have just a kettlebell, dumbbells are more prominent, but a kettlebell will be held, don't wear a watch, but it'll be held up in this front rack position. 20 front rack lunges. 25 box jumps, just utilizing your box. Come up, step down. We will have these later in the week as well. They do come up twice, just so you know. They'll be on Friday also for those kind of keeping track of when you come in during the week. And then 50 double unders to polish that off. So we do have some options here. On the double unders, feel free to scale those down. You can do 100 singles, you can do lateral hops on those. But let's say we don't have any equipment. You do have some substitutions. The pull-ups, you can do ring rows. You can do double dumbbell bent rows. Right here. You can do single arm bent rows on each side for the number of reps. And then if you're in your house, don't have any weight, you can do some table pull-ups if you have access to that. If not, grab an odd object, something around your house that has some weight, and go ahead and do those bent rows for that movement. Instead of box jumps, you can do object-facing jump overs. So whatever you're using for your dumbbell or your kettlebell or your odd object, just jump over it while you're facing. Give it a good hop, turn around, come back. Then the double unders again I explained. If you have a jump rope, great. If not, just do some lateral hops, either just over something small. The idea here is just to get the heart rate moving so you can keep it pretty tame in that respect. Overall time, it shouldn't take too long. It's not a whole lot of work. It's just there to give you a little bit of conditioning post front squat work. And then we're going to cool it down today with a 2.5 minute couch stretch. For those of y'all in here, we'll use our box to couch stretch against. Good feedback on that. It kind of puts your leg in a different position, especially when your foot can kind of drape over the top. Makes it a little bit more of a stretch for those that may be limited in their ankle mobility as well. For everybody else, just normally do it, or do it how you normally would do in your house, up against the wall, on the couch, whatever you want. Then you can finish off your day with the HomeWOD at some point or in combination of. So, I hope you have some fun today with this one and have a great Monday, and I look forward to the rest of the week.